Hello, my peepers. Welcome to a new episode of Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Johanna Basford. And we are still working on this page. So I pulled out all of my green gel pens so that we can do some of the leaves. So let's get started. I hope you are all doing well. And still working in this book. Now I do have a question. Do you want me to continue only working on this book on camera, or just pull it out like a whip where I can work on it off camera as well? Because there's some times where I really want to pull it out, because it's really not a color alone. I'm not telling you what numbers and colors I'm using. For the most part, anyways. Got my nails done today for Easter. Yeah. Amber and I went and did that. So, had today off. Today is Wednesday. It is 3:30 in the afternoon. Sorry if you hear some dripping. The ceiling in here is leaking. After Scott fixed it, and it hadn't been leaking for a very, very, very long time. So he told them about it at the hardware store, and they sent him to go to another store and what to buy. So I think he's doing that this weekend. So I have a bucket collecting water because it's been raining. I'm so mad. It hasn't leaked in months. Yeah. So Amber started her new job yesterday. She works 3 days a week, 12-hour days. Which she likes. It's only 3 days a week instead of the 4 that she was doing at 10-hour days. So I will have to babysit tomorrow and Friday. And then next week, her days are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I don't work. I don't babysit 12 hours. I'm there from 6:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. I had to make a call. My mom's been in the hospital for a couple days, if you want to say prayers for her. She went in and they said she had pneumonia. So they were going to keep her overnight and put her on heavy antibiotics. And then they did the flu test and that came back positive for flu A. But I'm not sure anything more on that. You know what kind. I just know that. And yesterday she said she was feeling better. She was just tired and had headaches. So I haven't had a chance to talk to her today. So I will call, when I'm done with this, I'm going to call her house to see if she's home. So I told her I'd come and visit, and she said absolutely not because she's contagious. So, but because my sister and her boyfriend were visiting them last Saturday, they had to get tested for the flu, or at least contact their doctor. I know, there's so much crud going around. I had a scratchy throat from yesterday afternoon till maybe an hour ago. Now it just feels kind of funky, but excuse me, I need a drink. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm coughing. Oh, probably because I went outside and got the mail right before I started making this video. So, I finished 2 whips yesterday when I got home from babysitting. I watched some videos. Actually, I spent most of the day yesterday watching videos. Blake kept playing with his toys, and Carson was playing PS4. So I left my laptop open, and when they were busy and didn't want me, I would just watch videos. So I started catching up on some, but I'm not going to be able to catch up on all of them. I normally don't watch. Like Anne had 3 videos that were, what, almost 4.5 hours long total on gel pens, which I normally don't watch those. But since I'm starting to use gel pens more, I wanted to know what ones were the best and what ones were not good. So I'm glad I watched that. Anne is from A Colorful Life, just in case you didn't know. So she had gel pen battle. It was funny. So yeah, Amber had called me earlier, and we try to make our appointments for our nails at 5:30 so Dylan can watch the boys, and they're booked. So they said we could come in at noon. She's like, well, we can bring the boys. They're like, well, as long as you keep them under control. So they weren't too bad, but Amber said she wouldn't do that again. Carson was okay, but Blake was up running around. So yeah, I've been coloring in Tenderful Enchantments with Kate's Color in Haven because she's doing a color along, and I see, was it part 5 that she just uploaded? Yep, part 5 was just uploaded, so when I'm done here I will probably do that. I just watched Jen's Reading with Pugs vlog she did. And someone asked me, I've been reading the comments, but I haven't been replying. Somebody asked me what the name of my Facebook group is. It is Color with Shalene and Friends. But in the description down below, the URL is right there. All you have to do is click on it and it'll take you to the Facebook group. And somebody said the Arteza link wasn't working, so I still have to get a hold of Arteza about that. In fact, I forgot to tell them that the review was up. So I will do that. I also have some gel pens coming in for me to do a review on. They contacted me. They will be in next week. And I'm like, yeah, because I've been using the gel pens more and more. Okay. Now, but I have been coloring more. I've also been playing Sims 4 and doing the 100 baby challenge, which has been a lot of fun. I thought it would be really hard, but it's not. But my reading has slacked, which that's not a good thing. I need to read. I have library. Oh yeah, one's due today. I haven't finished it. I had to go and renew that. Glad I was getting ready to say that. So in the Facebook group, I have a poll up with the pictures to choose from Secret Garden by Johanna Basford, because that is what we are doing. Next month. I don't think, though, I will be starting the color along on Monday like I usually do, because that is my birthday, and Mondays I usually have dinner with Dylan. If I'm babysitting on Monday, then Mondays I have dinner with Dylan. So I'm thinking on the days I have dinner, I might not do a video. I don't know yet. Depends on how I feel. I didn't do one last night, because this should have been done last night and I didn't feel like it. So I didn't. So I'm doing it today instead. Today is Wednesday. And I don't think I'm going to do a watercolor page today. I have one more set of watercolor paints to try to show you, so I will do that. On that page we've been working on, just to show you those paints. And then we're going to start seriously coloring or watercoloring in the watercolor books, because I got Prima Princesses and Prima Princesses book 2, and so I really want to start doing that. My first thing, though, is I need to see if any of my watercolors that I have, although the Derwent Derwent Inktense pencils probably do, but I don't know. I don't think any of my regular watercolors have skin tones. So I have to play around with that a little bit more and see. What has skin tones? So we will continue Watercolor Wednesdays. I'm just not sure about today. I might take today off from it. I've also been wanting to get to the Dollar Tree to get a mist bottle so that I can spray my watercolors when I'm using them. So, do any of you have plans for Easter? I'm not doing anything Easter Sunday. I might have Scott go pick up a ham for me. I was going to be at Catherine's family's house on Easter Sunday, but I decided to go Saturday instead if that was okay. And they said yes, because this way Saturday I can leave their house really late. Where if I stay there, if I'm there Sunday, I'm going to have to leave like around 7 p.m. because I have to be up early to babysit on Monday. And it's like a 2-hour drive. So, if I do that Sunday, maybe Justin will come over. He can have ham dinner with me. Okay, this is a metallic. Where was I going to use the metallic? I forgot. I think this here. And this one here. Sunday night I had my the live chat in the Facebook group. That was a lot of fun. And then someone had mentioned we should do trivia night on some of the Sunday live chats. And I thought, yeah, I've never done a trivia night, so I don't know how to really do that. But someone mentioned doing the chat pack like what Dee Dee does on hers. So while I was in there chatting, I went and ordered it, and it came in yesterday. So that'll be fun. Because we just talk about anything when we're in chat. I don't color. It's too hard to color and keep up with reading what people are saying. And the Sundays that I don't do the live stream, then Ann does it in her Facebook group, A Colorful Life. But she's not doing it this Sunday because it is Easter. That'll be fun to do, the chat packs. And all it is a it's a plastic container with I forget how many cards, and on each card is a question, and you answer it. And you can modify it any way you want to, but there's all kinds of chat packs out there, so when we go through that one, I can order another one. But I do have today's question of the day. Are you ready? Today's question of the day. The TV show Roseanne came back this week. They revised it, whatever. And what is a show that you used to watch that you would like to see revived? Now, the one show I always wanted to be revived is already done, and that's Full House. And that's now on Netflix, called Fuller House. And I've watched all of those. But I would like to see, like, revived of Growing Pains or Family Ties. I loved those shows. I loved Family Ties. Alex P. Keaton. And Growing Pains is really good. But didn't Alan Thicke die? Did he just pass away not too long ago? So I don't know if they would do that. And how many of you got Phantomorphia that came out yesterday? I got mine. And I do like it. It's not like his other ones, you know, it's a little different. But he's not happy with it either because the publishers tell them what to do now. And so he said the other coloring book will be out in October, and that's his last one. And that's too bad that the publishers are being like that they're telling the artists what to do now. So I will probably do a color and chat out of that next month. And then Maria Troll's new book, Nightfall, I will have tomorrow. So I will probably do a color and chat out of that next month too. Not a color along, just a color and chat. So tomorrow, Thursday, I will probably do a color and chat out of an Easter coloring book. Because I have 2 Easter coloring books and I have 2 spring coloring books. So, I will start the page tomorrow on camera, maybe again on Friday. And have 2 videos for Friday with the tea, because I do tea time. Okay, there's that. So going along with that question about TV shows, there are so many of them that I used to watch. And I really would have watched Roseanne because I watched every episode before. But when you have a series finale the way that it ended, and you go and change it when you start the new show, no. I did not like that at all. I think that when a series ends and they tell you, like on Roseanne, they told you in the series finale what happens with the characters in the future, or what they will be doing in the future, that they shouldn't revive it. So I'm trying to think. Another one I really, really liked was the Wonder Years with Fred Savage. Was it? No, not the Wonder Years. Yeah, the Wonder Years. They told the future of the characters on the series finale. So for them to bring that back, I don't really care to see that either, even though I loved that show. But once they tell you what happens to the characters in the future, they don't need to revive it. And then my husband said he'd like to see like the Facts of Life. Revived. But then they redid Dynasty, and I don't like it. I don't like the new Dynasty. I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes and I stopped watching it. But I wouldn't really... I don't know if that would be considered revived, because it's not like the characters of them now grown up. They have the same characters but redid the show in modern day, and I don't care for it. That's just to me. Just to me. Okay. We have had still cool weather, damp. Today's misty out. Not full on rain. Yesterday it must have rained because that's why the roof's leaking. And it's misty today. In fact, it was really foggy out. It's still a little foggy out. It was when we had our nail appointment at noon, and it was foggy out then. Usually the fog clears up as the day goes on, but for some reason it was not today. It is a little better though than it was earlier. It's 4 o'clock. I think I'm gonna go play a little bit of Sims 4 and watch General Hospital. Riverdale's on tonight. I think I'll play a little bit of that, and then I will watch. I'm looking to see, this is a little different. Then I'm going to watch Kate's Color in Haven and Color in Tenderful Enchantment. I see Sharon from Sweet Nightingale 1973 has a couple videos too, and it depends on what the video is if I'm going to watch it or not. Because, as you know, I was getting stressed out from all the videos. I've had to unsub or at least not get notifications from quite a few of them because it just was making me anxious. And I don't want to be that way anymore. I'm only one person. I only have so many hours in a day. And I haven't been watching TV shows or movies, and so I'm just kind of revamping my life. Making room for everything. And I have enough videos up that if I don't do some on some days that I wanted to, I'm not going to stress out about it. Like the watercolor. Today's Watercolor Wednesday. I'm not feeling it today. And that's why I've also done the color-alongs are only going to be twice, 2 of them a month. I think doing one every week is a lot. And I really want to color in some of my other coloring books that I have not colored in yet. So I'm thanking you that are answering what coloring books you want to see me color in. And once this Easter weekend's done, I'm going to try to do color and chats again on Saturdays as well. And another thing, if I don't feel like doing a watercolor on Wednesday, I might do a whip on Wednesday. So it'll either be watercolor Wednesday or whip Wednesday, depending on my mood. I'm liking it. So I'm going to call this a day, and I may color on this while watching TV. I might end up using this as a whip book where I get you started and you guys can just color away on your own. Especially like these leaves, you see what I'm doing. And then I will color inside of these leaves with probably a sparkly green. And I found out that like Michaels has open stock on some of these jelly roll pens or gel pens. So I might have to check that out in Joann's and AC Moore and Hobby Lobby. So if I start getting low, I can just go grab a couple. Because I found out they have the silver and the gold, and I'm like, this is what's left of my silvers and my golds. Yeah, there's nothing left of these. Well, that one is. So I might have to go and do that, and because there's like, you can't even see it. That's gone. This one there is, but, well, these two I must have just bought. But my gold's like gone. But I do have a gold in the Uniball Signal pen, and I really, really like this. So that is it to my peepers for today. And I may color in this more tonight. These here, these are, I think, called Bluebells, and so I will probably do them in a blue gel pen, but I'm pretty sure that's how I'm going to finish up all of these. And these flowers here, I'm going to do in a purple, because there's purples in this, so I will do those in the purples. So that's it, my peepers. Thank you for watching. And stay tuned for a new episode of What's New in Shalene's Neck of the Woods. Bye-bye.